Hi, ich war heute auf der FedCon und ich bringe euch mal ein paar Videoschnipsel von der Pressekonferenz mit. Einfach, weil ich dachte, es könnte euch vielleicht interessieren. Das ist jetzt primär von den Star Trek-Darstellern extrahiert. Also es ist kein Stundenvideo, sondern nur eine Viertelstunde. Und ich habe quasi die interessantesten, also für mich interessantesten Antworten ausgewählt, die ich euch einfach zeigen möchte. Einfach, damit ihr auch mal einen Eindruck gewinnen könnt, wie das dann so abläuft. Aber das Herzstück wird eigentlich wirklich der Blogbeitrag sein. Also ich werde, glaube ich, 2 bis 3 Blogbeiträge daraus machen und die irgendwann im Laufe der nächsten Woche online stellen. Also ich bin ja primär für den Blog auf der FedCon, von daher der YouTube-Channel ist halt eher so Hobby. Aber ich hoffe, ihr habt Spaß. Und ja, man sieht sich dann beim nächsten ein bisschen eigener, kreativeren Video oder so.
Well, the most experienced guest of today's event. Of course, no one will notice that just from looking at you that you are the most experienced here, but I guess so. What I would like to ask is, what would today's Nichelle Nichols tell the 16-year-old Nichelle Nichols back then about the show business and the career that might be in front of her? Is there any advice that you would give her?
What advice I would give my younger self? Keep making the same mistakes that you're making, because I got pretty far in this one. In truth, I was very, very lucky. Very lucky. I started in the theater at a very young age, and got a role on television at a very young age, and was the first African American in a leading thing at a very young age, older than the other age. But I enjoyed it so much that I knew I always wanted to be. Was always in show business, but I thought it would always be the theater, and it became television, and I'm very grateful to it. Gene Roddenberry saw me in a play, so my acting in a play got me into television, and he created this wonderful role, and then asked me what I thought the name should be, because he couldn't think of a name for it. And so I immediately said Uhura, and he said, I love it, but what does it mean? It's from the African word Uhuru, which means truth. And so I said, if I'm going to be, he said, well, what role should I give you? I was thinking of different roles. And I said, communications officer, and because she always tells the truth. And from there, everything else happened for me. Like I said, I really only wanted to be in the theater. And I never really got great roles in the theater until I became Lieutenant Uhura on Star Trek. So I learned one thing. If you're going to do something, do a lot of things. Because you never know which one is going to take you to the one that you thought you wanted the most anyway. She just said to me one of the things that I believe in so very much, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. And that is so true. That is true. Because you learn from it.
Hi, this is a question for Nada. You work on Torchwood. How was it like to work with John Barrowman? Please tell the truth.
There was, is, what? Barrowman?
Yes. Barrowman.
I can't see Barrowman. Yeah, no, Barrowman. Okay.
You said Barrowmore.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
God. Oh, God. Yeah, no, John, I may be saying his name wrong, but the impression of John is burned into my brain. He is out of his mind in the most wonderful way possible. He is just, he's delightful. And made me shocked more than once. He took his clothes off, yeah. He does. He showed me things that, you know, that I didn't think would be included in my role. But evidently they were. Yeah, he's delightful. I loved him.
But more on a more serious note, what was it like to get in this group who was well fixed and was working for many years?
They had a very funny set. And I don't know where they got their energy from, but there was no sitting down for the leads of that show in between shots. They were up doing little stories for each other or little shows or singing, and John's got an incredible voice. And you know, sometimes when you're on a set, someone who sings or dances or whatever, they don't make a big deal of it and they wouldn't dream of doing. He does. He's like, let me perform for you all. And it's so joyful. It's just fantastic. Yeah. There wasn't a lot of seriousness, to tell you the truth, on that set. Not at all.
People who are in any way involved with Star Trek. The 50 years anniversary is upcoming, and if you could imagine being like the boss of Paramount at that year, what would you do for the 50th anniversary? Start a new show, a movie special? What were your personal opinion on that?
Okay, I want to speak honestly here. Paramount will do anything that can make them money.
Of course.
So they're not going to be that concerned about what's the best thing to do. They're going to do what's the most profitable thing to do. And they are already gearing up for the 50th anniversary and thinking in the terms of how much money they can make. The next film will be out in time for the 50th anniversary. But as far as a new TV series goes, they don't want to invest $100 million to start a new TV show. So CBS, Les Moonves, who's the head of CBS, no interest in a new series. And he has said so many times. As far as making a fourth film, if the third film does what the first and second film did, and that is make hundreds of millions of dollars, of course they'll continue the series of films, as long as they're profitable. They're not going to run them into the ground. As long as they can make money at them, they'll keep making money. But I think it's going to take convention organizers, licensees, people outside of Paramount to come up with the most appropriate things for the fans. Because the studio's probably not going to do that.
Well, what would you like to see?
What would I like to see? They did a really good, and Nichelle will remember this, and I think some of the people here might, they did a 30th anniversary event live from the studio on television. And Ted Danson was one of the hosts, and it was really nice. It had an opera singer, which made Bob Picardo crazy. But it was a full-on production, and I would like to see them show that kind of respect to the history of the show. Again.
I agree.
Oh, sorry.
I'll tell you. Am I on? All right, I'll tell you what I would most like to see. I would like to see President Obama declare September 8th, 2016 National Star Trek Day. That would be good. Actors from the original series and all of the writers, surviving writers, that would be Harlan Ellison, Dorothy Fontana, myself, George Clayton Johnson, whoever else. Invite us all to the White House for a state dinner to celebrate 50 years of Star Trek making a huge cultural difference for the entire world.
I agree with you, Richard, about what CBS and Paramount would probably do for the 50th, but they had any smarts. Anybody that lets the 50th anniversary of a franchise go by without some major shakeups and announcements isn't doing their job. And you're absolutely right. We need to get the convention organizers, we need to get the fans, we need to get the whole community, the licensees, and it will be a money item. But if not to have a series by then, at least announce something. And we need to remember what Netflix with the whole new landscape. We don't have to think about 20 episode seasons on TV with the premium channels. But all of that, there are some wheels trying to turn, but there's a lot of, momentum. We've got 2 years. They can at least announce something at the 50th would be great. And that's what everybody's task is right now, because I don't think there'll really have a Star Trek franchise again until we have a series on making episodes.
I absolutely agree.
Now, if they could get whoever creates a new series to give Julie Chen a big role in it, she's married to Les Moonves. Yeah, so.
Yeah, Eureka, there we go. Okay.
I'm Chinese American. I will talk to Julie Chen as soon as I can. No, but if I was to do something for the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, I would have, listen to me, I would have 5 different specials, like 1 hour specials, roundtables, where you have the cast of the original series sitting around a table talking about their experiences on Star Trek. The next special would be the TNG actors sitting around the table, and then the Deep Space Nine actors talking about their memories, and then the Voyagers, and then the Enterprise actors. And that's what I would broadcast, an hour-long special for each show, and so everyone.
Great idea. I think that's a great idea, being very serious, because the audience never really gets to see what everyone thinks about and then of the stars of each show, and they also don't get to realize that the actors are as responsible for the storylines many times, because the storytellers respect the actors so much, and they'll come to us and I'm thinking of this for so and so, and then you never say, well, what about me? You said, oh, that would be great, and this would be great for him or her. And we're like that with each other in the shows, because we want our shows to be successful. And that's not always you standing up taking the bow. It's a whole cast of people that you respect, and who's for you respect, and the audience gets the benefit of that.
Definitely, and I just think that instead of focusing on creating new content, a new series, a new whatever, there's so much gold already that they could mine from the original actors, original series actors, all the way up through Enterprise. So let's just see that. That would be wonderful. People would love that. Nana, what do you think?
Oh, God. I think that's a great idea. I also love the idea that you were talking about. I didn't see that 30th anniversary, but that sounds like an amazing thing. No. Oh, I was there! You know what? This is what
You were there.
Django, I didn't see it, but I was there. Django was a couple of weeks old in my arms, so I was mom-dumb. That's why. That's what happened.
Your mom's up.
Yeah, I was in mom's. That's right.
We miss a lot of things that happen. It reminded me of being somewhere where, I was very much involved with this space shuttle program and under contract to NASA. And one of the major things was seeing the space shuttle being installed and my presenting it and so forth. Everybody got to see it except me. I came running home and it was just over. So a lot of things that you do, that you love.
Thanks, Nichelle.
I was thinking that that's that.
Thank you, Nichelle.